Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Planet Football. We're your hosts, Adam, Chris, Clayton, and Riley. Let's get right into the episode. What do you got for us, Riley?
Uh, Pretty simple. We got the NFL, we got NFL stuff to talk about, and we got some new college football stuff to talk about. We'll get started with the NFL stuff. Coaching changes. Obviously, you've been wanting to talk about this for a while, Chris, because your team has a brand new coach,
Yep,
and
that's true.
actually, your team has a brand new
A lot of new
staff.
coaches. Yeah, we've got a lot of new people.
How do you feel?
Some I'm really happy about. Some I'm not as excited about. Um, Head coach decision. I'm sure I've mentioned this before. I'm looking forward to it. I think it could be really good for the team. I think Harbaugh's a good fit. I want to see him succeed with us. I don't know how I feel about our offensive coordinator hire. I'm just not sure that it's the best choice. I mean, we'll see. Um, for those of you that don't know, uh, the Giants hired Matt Nagy as their offensive coordinator a little while ago. And I've
Mr. No
not been
Run
super
Game.
impressed with his performance outside of the time he spent in Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Maybe he'll be able to pull something together here, maybe under the right leadership. But I I'm gonna give him. I'm not gonna throw a lot too much shade at him right now because obviously we haven't seen how he performs yet. But I'm nervous and I don't like the decision that much. It's not the one that I would have felt the most comfortable with. But until we see what actually happens, I'm going to withhold my opinion, or I will withhold my judgment. I should say I have
The
my opinion,
the only
but I'm
thing
going to
with
be
Matt
nice.
Nagy is like he did not call plays in KC,
No,
so
he didn't.
got
Exactly. That's what
no
I'm saying.
clue what his play calling
Yeah.
looks like. His tenure as
Yep.
a head coach isn't that tantalizing, so it's
No, it's not.
who
I mean,
knows.
maybe he's still fine as a coordinator. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I think that the team has a lot of potential this coming season. I think that we could really turn things around. I'm excited to see how Jackson Dart develops. I think he could be good. I really liked what I saw from him in his rookie year. Some stuff he needs to work on for sure. I think Harbaugh is a great choice for coach. I think it'll be an improvement over what we've had. I think he brings a good culture to the team. Um, I'm
Which Harbaugh
really,
is it again?
you know which one. What do you mean? You know exactly
The
which one.
national championship winning one.
The Super Bowl winning one. That one.
Jim.
No.
Jason.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
old John.
yeah. John Harbaugh. Speaking of the Ravens and coach changes, what do you think about the Ravens coach hire?
Jesse Minter.
I honestly have not been paying attention to him. Who'd they hire?
This man.
Okay.
This
Wow.
guy. He doesn't care. His real team, the Seahawks, won the Super
Yeah, they won the
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Screw the
Yeah,
Yeah, the
no
Ravens
kidding.
were
Did
Ravens.
just the Ravens were just there so he could be like, "Oh, that's a team to root for." But now that the Seahawks
I
are
root
pretty
for an
much was.
NFC
Yeah.
and an AFC team, but you know what? My NFC team's much better.
Mentor. What the fuck?
Oh, he just looked it up.
Bro, bro doesn't even understand it's a good hire.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
No, I think it's good. I feel like we spent a lot of time. The Ravens have spent a lot of time with the focusing a little
Harbaugh.
too much on their offense,
Oh
and
yeah, I see
I
what
feel
you're
like
saying.
getting a more defensive-minded coach from the Chargers is going to be a good. It's kind of funny though because Jim and John are brothers, and we just poached someone from the other Harbaugh's staff, which is kind of funny, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I
Well, I
just think
think
that's kind of
they.
funny.
I could be wrong, but I think that they worked together at some point, or am I
Hmm.
thinking of something else? I don't know. Riley, you would know better than I do.
Uh,
Maybe not.
Honestly, I do not know that much else over Minter other than he's like been the coordinator for the Chargers for the past year and he's done a really good job with them.
Yeah, he did really good with them last year.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I think he worked in Baltimore before a few years ago.
I think
He
he
worked
did.
Mhm.
under
I think he was a
yeah,
part of
he
the
did.
staff and got hired out of it.
Uh
Speaking of speaking of the Ravens, though, uh, the current inside linebackers coach, or the new inside linebackers coach for the Seahawks, he spent the past 2 seasons as Baltimore's defense coordinator, Zach Orr.
Oh, actually, Minter was on the national championship staff with Michigan with
Hey,
Harbaugh. So they
yeah,
followed him to
but and
Los
he worked
Angeles.
I'm pretty sure he was on well, he was on the Ravens from like 2017 to 2020, I think, on their staff. I could be wrong,
I'm checking his
but
Problem with
Wikipedia
the
right
that's what the
now.
Raven,
internet says.
the problem with the Ravens is they have to bring back their center. They also have to get younger. That's their problem. They're old as hell on
Yeah,
defense.
they got to really work on
yeah,
getting younger.
If y'all didn't know, we piped Adam with a ton of Adderall before the calmed him down.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
true.
he's got a busy day ahead of him. He didn't get enough sleep. He's been working too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the only thing with coaching hires is it's always a wait and see. It's like it could sound good, it could look good, it could sound bad, it could be bad, but like you never know. I was against Schottenheimer, and now I like
Yeah,
him. So
that's why I'm kind of withholding my opinion a little bit. Like I'm just gonna, or my judgment, I should say. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm hoping for the best.
yeah, uh,
Yeah. I mean, I was also worried when we had Mike McDonald coming in for the Seahawks, but he
Yeah, that
fully
worked out
rebuilt,
really well.
essentially
So
fully rebuilt the team in the span of 2 years, and then won
yeah,
the Super Bowl. So
we all weren't that bad last year either, right?
no, we
Defense
showed
looked
a lot of
good.
yeah, we showed a lot of promise last year. We just barely missed out.
Yeah,
It's all because the NFC West is the
yeah,
most competitive division in the NFL.
it's pretty tough.
buddy, the Browns are that way, the Steelers are that way, Baltimore's that way.
Yeah, you're arguing it's the AFC
It's the
North,
9-8 division, man. That's the toughest one.
the Bengals.
Got to make sure you lose enough games.
Well,
But
without Mike Tomlin, it's gonna everything will be different.
no, it won't. They got McCarthy. What do you mean it'll be different? It'll be the same.
No, it'll be different because the Steelers aren't going to use their warlock magic as
Yeah,
often
they
as
got
maybe.
white Mike Tomlin. I don't understand.
Do you actually think that's going to be like? Do you think that's going to work out for them at all?
I
I
fully
mean,
don't.
maybe
I
this year
really
it
just
might be
don't.
okay, but I just don't see it working out for them at all.
I don't see it. So if he's gonna call plays, no, they're done for. It's over.
Yeah, yeah. I just like. I mean, they'd have to make some. Is Aaron Rodgers coming back? And not that it
I'd
matters. I
assume
think he's
so.
kind of past his expiration date a little bit here, but well, he didn't play so bad actually last year. He played pretty good, but I don't know how much longer he can keep it up.
I think he is coming
Uh,
back.
okay. I mean, we got a lot of like. It's not just the coaching though. It's gonna depend on like who gets signed where. We got a lot of free agent stuff going on right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Some people that are becoming available. Uh,
Dallas overhauled their entire defensive staff, so they got the new defense coordinator and all those hires. And but like to me, it's like that's half the fix. Now you got to go fix the rest through signings.
yeah,
Like you got to go get a linebacker. You got to sign at least a safety or a DB. Got 2 first-round picks to fix that up a little bit, and then or offer and try to get a big defensive end. But it's just unfortunately the linebacker I want is going to be taken before I can get there, and I don't know if the DB I want is still going to be there. So it's gonna be interesting
yeah. We'll
going
have to talk
forward.
about the. Maybe we should talk about free agents first, and then we'll talk a little bit about the draft after. You
Well,
think?
Dallas started it. They re-signed Javonte Williams. They're attempting to re-sign Aubrey today. They actually just franchise tagged George Pickens, so Pickens is locked down
Okay.
at least for
Yeah,
the
Brandon
year with the
Aubrey
trade.
looking for 10 million, right?
He's looking for 10 million a year, and I'm like, what is? Or he's looking for 10 million a year. So give him a 4-year, 60 mil, 40 mil guaranteed contract and just be done with it. He's worth it. He's a top tier kicker. There's like nothing to warrant fighting him over the money he's earned.
What do you think about that, Adam?
For George Pickens or Brandon Aubrey?
Aubrey.
For Brandon Aubrey.
I mean, it's a slippery slope because he's been great, but with kicking, it can kind of be up and down. But when you have a good kicker, you want to pay him. So try to sign him to a long-term contract if possible. Try to stretch it across if you can. I wouldn't give him so much, but try to sign him to like a 5-year. I'd say probably about 5-year, probably 5.5 million
Well,
total.
that's definitely not going to happen
No.
with the way they've been talking.
We already offered him. I think we already offered him a 4-year,
6,
7
right?
mil.
Oh,
So-
7.
Well, he
So-
wants 10.
That he needs to bite the bullet and understand that they could just go find somebody else. Kickers, there's a lot of them.
Go find the
Yeah,
next
you
Cam
can
Little.
kick it. Yeah, you can kick it freaking a long distance, but guess what? There's plenty other guys that can do it. Kicking is you are one of 32. Maybe you'll have a practice squad kicker or maybe a backup kicker if that, but your job security is not as high as you think it is.
Well, you got to
You
remember.
have to be 100% every single week.
You got to remember.
So if you're gonna get
we literally pulled Aubrey off the couch. The dude was a soccer player.
exactly,
So,
so
like,
he needs to learn. Get your money now with what they're offering you, especially 7 mil. That's one of the highest paid kicking positions in
it is that
NFL.
that is the
Like,
highest paid.
Would be the
They
highest,
would
yeah.
literally they offered
Like-
him the highest paid kicker of all time.
especially if they're shooting you 7 mil, you can't give a little bit of wiggle room. 10 mil, just say, okay, let me try to split it down the difference. Give me 8.5. Okay, yeah, we can work with it. Maybe try to get 8.
Well, think
He's
about
got to
it.
be able to move.
Think about it. Dallas has to re-sign George Pickens, and I as much as I love Aubrey, I would prioritize getting money to Pickens over Aubrey, and that's just it.
Pickens deserves it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pickens scores
It's-
touchdowns.
Pickens is asking for 30 mil a year, and I'm like, that's kind of low. I'll take it. Give him a 4-year, $30 million a year contract with some signing bonus, and be done with it. Because you can restructure contracts. Actually, if Dallas restructures, I think just 3 or 4 contracts, they said they could free up upward of 100 million cap space. Meaning they're fine. You know,
Yeah,
you can
that's
do what
crazy.
you can do. You re-sign George Pickens, and it's not even that crazy because the franchise tag is going to cost you 28 million cap space. So it's 30 ain't that much more. It's give Pickens what he wants. And Aubrey, you just got to learn to take what you can get. They already offered you a great contract, I thought, and apparently that wasn't enough, but we'll see. You know, we got him. And then Dallas, obviously, they need to go after. They were talking about going after like Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd and all that type of stuff for linebacker position, and then using those 2 picks to secure the secondary. So I don't know. If Dallas plays this right, they can shoot themselves back into a good spotlight. But if they play it wrong, they could be right back to where they started 2 years ago with just Dak and CD and. Now you got to redraft or regain everybody, and you got a young defense that needs to step up and prove itself. So,
Yeah. Got some other big names on the free agency block as well. I was talking to someone earlier today about Tyreek Hill.
oh yeah,
See, it seems like he's having a hard time finding a landing spot.
He's gonna
I
go back
think
to Kansas City.
well, I don't think he
You
can
think
sign
so?
yet. I think they got to wait to a certain point to reach out and sign him. So I think
Okay, is
it
that
just
what it
takes a
is?
minute. Yeah, because
Yeah, I
like
think
this
somebody will definitely sign him.
this was the first
Saw
day
that
Dallas was
Kansas
able
City.
to tag Pickens. It's like certain days.
That's where he had his
Okay.
most success. They need a deep threat. They need a wide receiver.
I agree.
I know he's not the same, but
Yeah.
they have good chemistry, and they he it's home for him. Because they love domestic violence over there in Kansas City. So
Well, he could go to the
um
Raiders.
nah,
You know,
they in rebuild mode. They
or another maybe another team with a.
I could see him going to
Yeah.
the Raiders, though. I could fully see him going to the Raiders, pulling a Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
uh-uh. I
I
see
mean,
him
I
more going to
I
Kansas.
actually think, yeah, I mean maybe. I hope not. Um, I don't know why. I just don't like it. Uh,
But I think he'll go.
but
I think he'll go back. I think he'll go back to Casey. I think he's been wanting
yeah,
to go back for a while.
it'd be interesting if he went to a team like the Raiders or even like even the Chargers. I don't think that's gonna happen. But like a team in that division that's not that team, that would be kind of crazy. That would be kind of fun, actually. I think. Um, but yeah, I think Kansas City's the most likely landing spot. I just hope it
Screw it,
doesn't happen.
Dallas. Pay him and Pickens. Just go for it. Go for it all.
Yeah,
Screw
we're
it.
scoring
Deep. Just throw every deep
50
ball you
points a
can.
game. Is that the plan?
90 points. Screw defense. You don't need it. It's overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kenneth Walker is going to be a free agent too, right? Is that
Unless
true?
Seattle re-signs him before the deadline, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's planning to be an unrestricted free agent.
Interesting. What do you think a good spot for him would be? I mean, obviously, going back to Seattle would be a great landing spot for him if they decide to re-sign him.
I
But
think,
if not Seattle, then where?
Denver.
honestly, I could
Oh,
see a
that's not a bad
Denver.
one.
Uh God, I was thinking about it. Now I can't remember what team I was about to say. Honestly, I don't know. I just feel he should stay in Seattle. I think he's a Seattle guy through and through,
Yeah,
and
I
they
think
can get
so.
it done.
I kind of feel the same way about Woolen as well.
But I could also,
If you're Seattle,
I
you
could
can
see him
let
go. I
Woolen
could see him
walk.
going to the Commanders. I could also see him going to the Commanders very easily.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
interesting.
because they need a running back, and you pair him with Jaden Daniels. Uh, God help my
Potentially have a
defense.
resurgence after a down year, you know?
Yeah, yeah, which they
At least
don't need. They can
offensively.
stay down. No one cares. Yeah. Commanders, stay asleep, please. Just like Sleepy Adam over here, Sleepy Adam Biden.
Yeah, but
Oh,
if you're Seattle, I don't think you can let Kenneth Walker walk.
yeah,
Um,
I think super
but
valuable, especially.
you can let Woolen walk. You can let Kobe Bryant walk. Um,
I actually think it's necessary. I think they really need to re-sign Job. I ain't gonna lie about that. I think Job was an
that one.
integral piece into their nickel.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, him and also I would love for Seattle to retain all of our players. I
Oh,
recognize
really?
that's
Would you
not
now?
necessarily
Really?
yeah, yeah. It's not
I
like
don't
we just
think
won the
you
hot
Super Bowl
take,
or
can.
something.
hot take
I
out of
recognize we
Clayton
can't.
there.
I recognize that we
Wow,
can't.
crazy.
I did talk in the deep dive I did about who I would like for us to get from the draft, at least. But no, I definitely think we can. I definitely think we can. We have the ability to retain Kenneth Walker and Josh Jobe, but Rick Woolen, I also want to see him stay, but we can let him go.
He's on the. He's about to hit his drop. I can feel it. It's the life cycle of a corner in the NFL.
He's still young though, isn't he?
He's around 27, 28 ish.
Really? I thought he was younger than that.
He's been around the league for a while.
I feel like I remember.
He's
Oh, that's
26.
wow. Yeah,
He'll be
I feel
27
like his
soon.
rookie season was like just the other year, but I guess it's been longer.
But
Yeah, 2022.
but the big thing is it's not with re-signing all. We're re-signing all, keeping all these guys. It's you got to pay JSN here, and
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
that's the big problem.
You got to extend JSN a lot of money, which is what I'm scared of. Is because if Puka gets their contract and the JSN gets their contract, then George Pickens' price goes up.
That's why he
You want
signed.
them to.
That's why
Dallas,
he
Yeah.
signed George Pickens. Why he can't.
I know that's what I'm saying. Dallas has got to get those contracts restructured, and they've got to get Pickens signed. It's there's no debate. It's a must.
We gotta sign Jalen Coker to a multi-year deal before he gets too expensive too. Um,
Extend
but
Xavier Leggett 90 years. You got to bring back Jonathan Mingo too.
shit, fuck that. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
Dave Canales is not the going to be the primary play caller for the offense coordinator anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, Brad Izik
Brad Pitt,
has a good relationship with young goat.
young Sheldon.
Bro, the young goat. Who's the
hmm
young goat?
The young goat is Bryce Young.
Oh, I see. Is that what we're calling him now?
That's his nickname.
Yeah.
At least according to Adam.
Well, I know he is, but him and the OC have good relationship. Brad Izik is also one of the reasons why we had so many pass heavy plays on third downs and fourth downs. Really, why we moved the ball a lot was because of him and his recommendations. It was really Dave Canales' just inability to be able to balance running the pass, the balance changing of Chuba and Rico, and also calling plays to get the consistency there. And I think we always needed to make this move anyways, just because you hire your OC for a reason, and let the OC do what the OC needs to do. So
Someone tell Mike McCarthy.
yeah, but yeah, it's just we're it's all going to depend on what the free agency goes with us. I feel that we're going to attack tight end and free agency. Um, Probably going to go edge in free agency as well. I would really love Sonny Styles, but as you can see from the draft combine, he is going to go a lot earlier than people think he is, and he even compared himself. I know the last comparison I gave him was Fred Warner, and his comparison of what he makes his game out to be is Fred freaking Warner. So, uh,
Dog, the fact
Yeah.
that him and Reese ran the exact same 40 time is actually kind of crazy.
mhm.
Oh
He's
man.
insane. He is a generational talent,
Yeah. I
and
actually saw
whoever
that
gets
the other
him,
day. I think
if
it
anybody
popped up in the morning.
anybody gets him, they're gonna have something special. So I hope we could somehow make a trade up, but I doubt Dan Morgan's going to do that. He's probably going to try to take the best player available, which could possibly be offensive tackle. I could see us definitely going there with Ike Kwanu possibly not being here for the whole entire season, and also Taylor Moton getting up there in age too, and he's been the right tackle for years. He's been the starting right tackle since 2017, and that was his rookie season. Um,
Hmm.
and we drafted him in the fourth round. So, but yeah, see offense tackle, but I hope we go DB linebacker. I know Trey Hendrickson is probably going to be there in free agency, but he might be wanting a lot. But we'll see. I I I have high hopes for us because I trust Dan Morgan to make the right moves and do what he needs to do.
Well, we got to talk about the real moves. Anthony Richardson wanting a
Oh
trade.
yeah, baby. Oh.
I thought about that. I don't know why I thought about that. No. For the Panthers, it's kind of simple. I'd say fix up some of that defense, get some interior line help with the backers helping Derek Brown most of the time. Honestly, if you can trade up and you can get Sonny Styles, and then maybe sign like a a secondary piece in the offseason. That'll help a lot. And then of course fix the balance on your offense, because the fact that you have two great running backs, and Canales couldn't balance them and Bryce Young, it was kind of insane to me. So, but yeah, I could see the Panthers fixing all that. Again, they're also still a young team, so props to that.
Panthers making a run next season.
We just gotta make the right moves.
I say 11-6. They make the right moves in the offseason. I could see them going 11-6, or maybe 10-7, something around there. And that's really all you need to win that division.
They're winning 15 games in the regular season.
Undefeated.
That happens. I might have a heart attack.
They're gonna lose to the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
I'd kill myself. I would literally. That would be the. That would be the final.
That'd be your 13th reason?
Yes, that would be it. I could not take another loss to the damn Denver Broncos.
I already put the content warning on there. I put
now
explicit.
We need a special one.
Yeah, special ed.
Yeah.
It would be it.
Ravens for Clayton. You know it's simple. You need a damn receiver.
Yeah.
Like,
preferably someone that can catch the ball.
Legitimately go out and get Lamar a number one. I don't understand that at all. It's so annoying at this point.
Tyreek Hill?
I could see it, actually. You know,
yeah.
Oh, that would be so freaking Ravens. Get a 32-year-old freaking wide receiver with knee issues.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Perfect Ravens issue. Pair him with 98-year-old DeAndre Hopkins.
Draft Mekhi Lemon from USC and sign freaking
This is the Ravens. They're taking Antonio Williams. Who are we kidding?
Yeah, a 6-foot small slot wide receiver.
Yeah. To pair with their other 6-foot small slot receivers, Zay Flowers.
Exactly.
Well, you know, Tyreek Hill is also a 6-foot or a 5'10" slot receiver.
Yeah.
just make them all slot receivers.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, free agency's cool. Like, best, in my opinion, for Dallas, best case scenario is you sign Nakobe Dean, you sign, if the Browns truly are going to release, you sign Denzel Ward, and then of course you retain your pieces on offense. And then you use the draft, you nab a linebacker, and then you nab a defensive end or another piece in the secondary, and I'm fine with that. And obviously I'd like them to re-sign Clowney, but they have not even had talks with him yet, so that's looking more and more doubtful now. So you do that, looking much better at you next year. You know, obviously we have another thing to talk about. The draft is coming up in a month and a half or so. And, you know, Chris left. Chris just left. You know, everybody boo him. Boo. Boo.
Boo.
He'll be back in a second. With Dallas, it's pretty obvious. The main, like, people you need to go for, I listed them out. It's like you want to go for Caleb Downs is a big one. Sonny Styles, but I doubt we'll be able to get enough capital to get Styles. Mesinor Delane, Akeem Mesidor, Avion Terrell, Brandon Cease, C.J. Allen, T.J. Parker, or Cassius Howell. Those are the guys they have been in contact with the most. Now, my perfect draft, honestly, would be like they get Delane with the early pick. There's a solid DB on the outside, and then you shore up the inside by either getting C.J. Allen or Akeem Mesidor. Those are my two. That's pretty much it. If not, I'd like to see them trade up to get Downs or Styles, and that's it. So.
What about you, Adam? I know you talked a little bit already about kind of what you want in the draft, but you want to expand on that?
Chris doesn't even know he got booed.
Yeah, I want us to get Sonny Styles, but that ain't happening.
Well, I know, but beyond that, like, I know you're saying, like, offensive line, whoever's the best player. Like, what do you think's actually going to happen? Like, who do you think you're actually getting, and what moves
I
do you
mean,
think
it's
to make?
just don't draft Bane from freaking Miami. I'm sorry. I don't want a 25-year-old freaking
Oh,
defensive end.
you mean Tyrannosaurus Rex arms Bane?
Yeah, do not draft that man.
He has the
If he
third
slips in the
shortest
second round,
arms for a defensive end ever.
if he slips in the second round, yeah. But take best player available. That's most likely what's going to happen, especially when you get into teens like that. But yeah, I mean, it all depends on what. I necessarily don't have a pick for us to make because of how unpredictable it is and the moves that we haven't been able to make in the um, free agency, because that also depends on it too. Uh, but it all depends on how it falls. I could see us taking an offensive weapon too. Um, if Lemon falls, possibility that we get him. Because Dan Morgan said if it's the best player available at that moment, so wide receiver, screw it. We're taking a wide receiver. That's what he said. So um, we'll definitely see. But I anticipate it's probably going to be a position of need. Um, and offensive tackle, there'll probably be somebody good at that position at that point. But I would assume tackle or edge will attack the safety position. We'll probably sign Kobe Bryant, to be honest with you. And we'll probably try to get Trey Hendrickson because we did have some interest in that trade market for him. So I feel like we'll probably pursue him. I've thought about Nakobe Dean as well, like as us going after him, but he has too many injury issues uh, from that point of view. But I see us drafting somebody high for that position too. Might go nickel to a lot in free. Dude, Avion Terrell could be there. Brandon Sissy. Um, but yeah, it all depends on how it falls. Dan Morgan's going to take best player available. I trust Dan Morgan to make that. We'll go tight end as well in free agency. Probably get Isaiah Likely. That's who I'm assuming we're going to go after. Hometown kid, he's coming. So, but
Okay.
yeah,
All right, Clayton. I know you touched up about it in the video about the Seahawks. Who would you like to see the Seahawks take at 32? Because 32's got kind of like an odd spot. You know, it's right on the cusp of second round, but it is just in the middle of first round when all like the top tier talent is wiped off the board.
Honestly, my most hopeful expectation is, because we spoke earlier about how we probably won't retain uh, Woolen, so we would need another corner. Uh, and Adam already mentioned him. I want Brandon Cease to get drafted by the Seahawks. I don't think he'll make it to the 32nd pick in the first round. I think he'll get picked up by another team, but he's who I would honestly want the most out of all of them.
Yeah, it's not bad. Caesar, Colton Hood, I think would be a
Yeah,
good fit
Hood.
at there. I was looking at the
Yeah, him or Hood.
ESPN. Mel Kiper dropped a new mock draft, and they had y'all taking Avion Terrell at 32.
It's not bad either.
No, Chris, what about the Giants?
Um, I know kind of positionally what we need. I'd have to look a little bit more into the players, if I'm being honest with you. Um, we're still a little bit away from the draft. I want a corner. I want probably some more in that defensive backfield. Maybe.
Caleb Downs is who you're going to go.
They have the
Yeah.
Jet. Kuiper has the Jets taking Downs at 2.
He's stupid.
I know he is. Don't worry about it. I know he is. I don't agree with him. I'm just looking at it. They have the Giants
Yeah.
taking Spencer Fano, offensive
Uh,
tackle out of Utah, which is actually
yeah.
kind
Well,
of stupid at
we
number
do
5.
need. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Like, I'm not opposed to the idea of taking some offensive linemen at some point in the draft, but I don't know if that's where we
If
should
you
necessarily start.
if you're gonna take a lineman at 5, it's got to be Francis Maigoa, because that man is worth a 5th overall pick, not Fano. Like Fano's
Yeah.
worth a mid-round pick, but not that. Like that's just
A lot of people have been talking about the Giants potentially grabbing a receiver.
Carnell
I,
Tate's available.
yeah,
Carnell
I
Tate would be
mean,
a great receiver.
yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that idea. Um, I'm interested to see if we sign anybody in free agency as well.
Yeah, because the
I don't
needs
know.
that's the thing with needs. Needs could change instantly if like you get the right free agents.
Yeah, exactly. I actually I like our defensive line. I think we could use some help in the secondary for sure. I would like to reinforce the offensive line, especially the right tackle and guard, on that side. And then I mean, maybe another wide receiver could be good, especially if it's someone good. Because
Yeah.
having a dynamic duo in the NFL right now seems to be so important for offenses to like really succeed.
If if you're going to go wide receiver, you're going to trade back. You ain't going to take a wide receiver that high.
Yeah, I
Their
don't think so either.
Lemon isn't good enough to take that high. He's more of a teens pick. So if you're going to do anything like that, you're going to trade back. I would
Yeah.
see the
I mean, I think
Saints trading with y'all, them taking Sony Styles early.
I would like to focus a little bit more on our defensive needs because I actually think that the offense has some potential. I mean, we'll see though. Given we'll see.
I think I feel like your defensive needs can be fixed fairly more simple than your offensive. I feel like that line needs to be addressed if you want to sustain that offensive success under
Yeah,
Harbaugh's offense next year. So I feel like
for
addressing the
sure.
line is good, but I also feel like y'all really don't. If y'all have Wandale and Neighbors returning, depending on when Neighbors returns, y'all have a good receiving core.
That's
Because
kind of how I feel too.
with
Like I'm
Neighbors,
cool with
Robinson, and
offensive
Slayton,
line for sure.
I actually don't really see
Yeah,
y'all with the
offensive line,
need of a
defensive
receiver.
uh back. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying as well. I'm just saying what people have been saying about the Giants. I don't necessarily like agree. I want to focus more on um fixing some holes in the defense and then specifically reinforcing the offensive line. Because I
Yeah.
think if you've got a good offensive line, like if we manage to put together a good offensive line, then I think we have the offensive weapons to succeed if the line is good. And if the
Yeah.
line's not good, it doesn't matter really. Like
Yeah.
it becomes
Well,
irrelevant.
we're gonna put a pin in the NFL because let's move on to college football. Uh, you know, peak fiction is what I call it now because it just annoys me to no end. Uh, so college football. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk. There's a decent bit to talk about now because the NCAA is rolling out some new rules and all that type of stuff. Uh, spring practices have actually started and are kind of underway. Clemson started theirs like 2 days ago, and everybody's getting into rhythm and stuff like that. I know Carolina said they weren't going to have a spring game, so that's an interesting development there. But I think that's because of the construction on the stadium probably.
Well, that and spring games are kind of stupid. I've gone to plenty, plenty, and it's nothing but just the same old bullshit of vanilla. There's there's no point to it. I
It's a
mean,
nice cheap game to go to though.
well, no, it doesn't cost
It's
anything.
free. It's completely free.
Exactly, that's what I
There's
mean.
Well,
click.
there's no point to it. It's absolutely no point. Um,
Free football is free football.
not,
Yeah.
not, not when you're gonna see the same 15 plays over and over and over again. You're not gonna
See,
see any sort of variety.
I've never been to a
But you could
USC
see
spring
those
game.
same 15 plays over
Neither
and
have
over again
I.
with people that you care about.
It's not. It's not. You go once, you've seen it all. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not crazy.
Yeah, I've been
I've
to a
gone to
couple
the
of
ones at night
Clemson's.
too.
I've been to a couple of
It's
Clemson's. They try to change theirs up a little bit, but it always runs back to it's no one wants to get hit. You do this, you do that. It's just
it's it's
there.
no point. Just have it privately. Um, just have that.
Just open it to
them go
students,
against.
and that's fine. You know.
Well, no, just just don't do it at all. I mean, it have them have in-game stuff. Just or have them. You're not gonna get an in-game experience from a spring game. I'm sorry. There's no point to it. You're gonna risk injuries as well. That's a big thing too for glorified
Practice. It's a
practice.
glorified practice. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It's just no need. I really do not give a shit about it because I've gone to plenty, and as I can tell you, it's not great. That we do have an injury from one of our top tackles,
Oh
the
yeah.
best tackle in the portal,
Peak.
but he's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
He'll
he'll
be
just
good to
miss
go
like the first 3 games.
game time.
Well,
Nah, he's gonna be fine game time.
they said he was gonna miss time to start the year.
But he's gonna miss time now. But
Yeah,
he's gonna
but
be fine.
the
I'm
report
telling you,
literally said he was gonna miss the beginning of the season.
they don't know jack shit.
Um.
Even Shane Beamer came out and said, yeah, he's gonna be fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm actually peak. I'm not fine. I hurt. So, you know, shut up, Adam.
We're gonna be fine. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, y'all got
Let's ask Mel Kiper what he thinks.
Mel Kiper.
Mel Kiper probably
Mel Kiper
says,
is
"Oh
probably
yeah."
sniffing his own ass right now. I don't know why we're asking him. See, it's interesting because like Carolina is going into next year. They know who their quarterback is. They know what they want to do. They just got to execute it. And then you got Clemson on the other hand, who we don't even know who the fuck our quarterback is. You're gonna have a quarterback battle that'll probably roll all the way into the game one. I'm assuming. You got a new OC.
Dabo.
No,
You got five guys that could start for you.
Yeah, none of them are good, so we can shut up there, Dabo. That's not saying they're good. Now, obviously, I really think Chris Denson will win this job. I'm gonna put my foot down on that one. I really think Denson comes in and wins this job, and it's not because he's great or anything. It's just because he fits the Chad Morris mold so well. He's just he's the Taj Boyd type of quarterback that Chad Morris loves, and he'll probably win that job right there. And I think it'll be better for us offensively because I think you can run a more dynamic offense with Denson in with his speed and the speed you added with Chris Johnson Jr. and stuff like that. And then obviously, if your receivers are good enough, we could just jump ball it 90% of the time. But it's the O-line I'm worried about because we did nothing to fix it. They're going to rely to fill the rest of those spots with the fresh recruits with no experience, which, I get it. You could trust them and you like to trust your guys, but you needed a veteran on that line and you don't got one, and that's going to hurt. And then you watch your rival go out and bring in like 20 veterans on the offensive line, and it's like, well, thanks, great, amazing. Why did we just not bring in like one or two people? Like, what's going on here? But I don't know. I want to more talk about the new rules the NCAA is going to be putting in place. Have you seen those, Adam? Chris? Clayton?
We talked about this a little bit.
I have not seen anything from that. What all are they doing?
So
the NCAA cooking up.
The NCAA Rules Enforcement Committee finally piped up and said that they are officially starting the investigating into a ton of tampering and enforcing more rules, and will have to come new harsh punishments and penalties for teams that commit tampering. And right now they listed some guidelines of the coach or assistant coach that got caught will have a 6-game suspension for the next season, so they'll miss 6 games. They'll take this could be a typo or it kind of scares me. 20% of the share or revenue for NIL from the school, and I think like some of it will go back to the school they tampered against. So that's kind of crazy. And then 5 roster spots, so they'll take away 5 scholarship spots from the roster. But that's not really a big threat anymore because they expanded it from 85 to 100, to 105 last year, so it's like okay, so not really that big of a deal. But the thing is, like, you roll out these new rules. Are you gonna enforce them? So who you
Mhm.
putting it on first? And I think they got to make an example out of one team, and I can think of one that could use it. Now, Clayton, why are you sending that?
Clemson. Clemson, definitely. They're always tampering.
Yeah,
No good.
we the cult of New Spring Church brings in new recruits every year.
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Nah, ever since NIL, the New Springs has been ineffective.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why they need to sacrifice more innocent lives for the cause. So no, what happens to
Ole
fucking
Miss.
Clemson is yeah, it's Ole Miss. They're gonna they need to bring the hammer because I mean, as much as you hate to say it, Clemson laid a silver spoon out for them to just grab and put in their mouth. That's it. You know, you have an easy open and shut case against Ole Miss, and you want to enforce your new rules. They're your literally your easiest and first target. That or LSU, because I mean Lane Kiffin, of course he's tampering.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I mean it's just like pony up and enforce your rules. I don't get how hard that is, and I don't get why it's taking so long. I mean, yeah, it's just you finally showed some backbone in the ineligibility cases in college basketball by countersuing. And now, are you going to finally show some backbone to college football coaches? Or are you just going to, you know, let them caress you and treat you like they're going to. You know, I'm not going to finish that. I will not finish that for the sake of our ratings.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Carl, you finish it. Chris, Clayton, Claxton, Carfunkel.
Yeah, they definitely no ball.
Yeah, 100%. I think just I mean I pretty much agree with everything you said. The main is just you bring out these new rules. Are you actually going to enforce it? Um,
No. The
Probably not.
NCAA just needs to be burnt down to a crisp.
We should.
See, and Adam is saying this because of how many times the University of South Carolina hasn't just been
Oh God.
good.
I
Why
think
do I feel
What's
like
that now?
the amount of times the University of South Carolina hasn't been good, that's a lot of times.
isn't it crazy, Adam, how you attack me and yet I said
Yeah, I
nothing?
come out swinging like that.
Like I just, you know, I said nothing. Okay, I just sat here like a good boy and listened.
I
Okay,
just
And
want
buddy.
here
to. I
you
just
are.
want to. No, I want to counteract, or counterattack that claim, Clayton.
Claim.
Um, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Uh, South Carolina's been in the SEC for a long ass time. They've
Mhm.
had to compete against national
Yep.
champions every single freaking
I'm
week.
sure they've won it
Yeah,
many
and they've had
times.
really good games. They've had really good seasons, but that's not every season.
Well, that
Yeah.
has nothing to do with what the NCAA is doing. That's just
I
because
know,
they
Adam.
suck as a whole
Adam,
entire freaking
Adam,
Adam.
league.
It was a
Adam,
joke.
you
Adam,
took
it
the
was a joke
bait.
because
You
of what
took
you
the
said.
rage bait, buddy, and you're falling for it. Come on, man. I know you're tired, but you are so out of it right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let that disrespect happen.
Yeah, you tell him, Adam.
Is the truth
Mr. Old ass Raven fan.
is the truth disrespect?
Anyway,
Uh,
but no,
so
I pretty much don't believe that the NCAA has the capacity to enforce the rules uh that it lays out,
dude,
and because of that,
I actually
that's why
agree
the
with you on that one.
NCAA kind of sucks.
Well, the thing
Or
about it
why
is
it's
talking about taking 20% of the revenue of NIL share. That school's gonna sue you. They're gonna be like,
exactly, and
why do
also
you have a right? Yeah,
depending on the school, that's either not much money, and they're just like, okay, we'll go to the next guy, Or that is actually substantial because like there are schools in the NCAA that don't get much NIL
But what
money.
happens? What happens when Adam brought up a point of the SEC being as dominant as it is? What happens when the two dominant leagues decide that they don't want to adhere to the NCAA anymore and create their own governing body figure? Like say the SEC and the Big Ten team up and kind of like usurp the NCAA leadership and go around them because they're not a court system. They're just a business. There's not much they can do, and unfortunately, they waited too long to actually grow a spine and a backbone that they've given the power to these teams. They've given the power to these conferences to be able to do that to them and strong arm them. It's crazy. It's and yet they bring out the new clothing rule where you have to have your jersey fully down and you can't show any skin above the waist. And I'm like, oh God, who cares?
It's just that Family Guy meme of just Peter going, "Oh my God, who the hell cares?"
It literally, like, I don't. That wasn't affecting me or anyone I've ever known. So why is that the first thing to be brought up and enforced? Is a clothing rule? God.
That's what matters most. They gotta, they gotta lock it down.
We're
Don't
losing
worry
these
about any
young viewers
potential.
because these guys don't want to wear their jersey all the way around their waist.
Don't worry about any potential tampering. Okay, get that out of your mind.
It's a Drake meme. Tampering? Nah.
Dress code, real.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all on the NCAA. Or just do your job. Like if you just did your job in the first place, we wouldn't be in this damn
This wouldn't
situation.
be an issue.
Yeah, it's like you created the problem, and now you're complaining that you have to fix it. So, yeah, I mean, not much you can say. Other than that, you're gonna start having the issue of what's called blind transfers, where they just drop out of the school and go re-enroll somewhere else without entering the transfer portal. That way, they can get around the tampering rule. And now you got to find out a way how to fix that. So, hoorah! Anything? Anything anybody want to add? Because I think we're all out of talking points.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add.
Apple?
I think you hit the nail on the head.
Apple? Anvil? Kleenex?
I think we got it all.
Adam?
Yeah. Adam?
I said enough.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. A little bit of a more low energy episode, but it's just the type of week it's been and all that type of stuff. So, next week, not Clayton, god dang it. We'll be dropping the Carolina Panthers deep dive with commentary from Apple over here. So, audio.
Yep.
That's what I can call them.
Bro, audio.
I can't call them the fun names because then our podcast will be taken off of YouTube. So, all right.
President hasn't already.
Archeor
Thermimus.
Oh,
You wish.
archaeologist, astrologist,
And Kylosaurus.
asshole.
Astrology. Oh. Yeah, that one's allowed. So you can only imagine what ones he was trying to say.
All right, y'all. I was about to say have a good night, but we're actually filming this like way earlier than we usually do.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Enjoy your life.
All 7 people who listen to us, 2 of
have
them,
fun.
one of them being me.
Yeah, have fun. Spend time with people that you care about, Just
Tell your family that you love them.
yeah. I mean, if you do.
If
lie.
you love
Certainly
them.
hope you do.
If you
don't
love
lie
them,
to them.
tell them.
But if you do,
tell your
them.
family that you hate them. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Planet Football signing out.
All right, have a good one. Bye.
See ya.